A.J. Armstrong. Right back, the Bulls can go up 14. Jordan past Petrovic. Whoa! Oh, yes, yes, yes.
What's up, guys? It's Nathan, and today I am going to bring you what I think is the best Michael Jordan build in NBA 2K25. Now, you've probably seen a lot of other ones floating around on the internet, but I think with the cap breaker system, this is the closest to prime Michael Jordan and really captures his all-around ability while still specializing in a few certain things. Now, obviously, we're going to go Michael Jordan, right-handed, 23. We're going to make him a shooting guard that's 6'6", wingspan of 7'1", weight of 226, and those are very important. You will see why very soon. Now, when I'm thinking about this build, I'm thinking about a few things in particular, right? Biggest question is, what is Michael Jordan best known for, skill-wise? So obviously he can do a lot, but I wanted to boil it down to a few things that made this build a lot of fun. And those were his ability to driving dunk, his mid-range shot creation ability, and his perimeter defense. Those are the things I wanted to focus on with this build, but he can still do a lot outside of that. So let's get into that. First, I'm going to start with driving dunk, and we are going to go up to 88, and I will not mince words. This is where we're going to put a +5 for your cap breakers. At this point in the season, anyone that's been playing the game pretty consistently should already have these. If not, get around in the rec, get some park, some pro-am. The first set of 5 cap breakers is not too hard to get if you don't already have it. And this is something you could look forward to if you are on your way. Maybe you just got the game for Christmas. This is almost something I put on most of my builds at this point, because if you look at posterizer there on the right side, currently it's bronze. Obviously we don't have vertical yet. When you get it up, we're going to shoot for what I think is a sweet spot with posterizer, which is gold. You can mash on some people. I mean, you can't mash on every single person every time. Centers are still going to get you. You got to be a little smart with it. Smaller defenders, worse defenders, you can mash on them. Get the timing right, you're there. Now we're going to round out the finishing here. We're going to go up to 80 driving layup. That's going to get you a few badges eventually on bronze, silver, whatever. And this is a good budget layup. Now, if you want the Michael Jordan layup specifically, it does require an 83. I don't think it's that important. I think you can get around with some of the more budget options with the layup, but still, that's your prerogative if you want to do it. Standing dunk, we're going to go up to 65, and that's going to get a lot of dunk animations. A lot of standing dunks, a lot of the signature dunks that require driving and standing. LeBron only needs a 40 standing dunk, for instance, and that's a really good one. But we're going to get into the signatures later that I would recommend. Now we're going to keep going. Post control, he was a demon, and then the pose. We're going to go up to 79, and that is going to unlock gold post fade phenom for us when we get over to the mid-range. You can definitely spark with less, but I like having post fade phenom on my wings, man. I think it's a really good change up that they won't be expecting. Now that's pretty much all we got for finishing. Let's go down to shooting now. Mid-range shot, obviously very important. We're going to go up to 89 for this. And you see that gets us gold set shot specialist. If you max +1 it, it's Hall of Fame. You can really knock down stuff. 3 points going up to 70. And it's not the most consistent, but Jordan was never the most consistent 3-point shooter anyway. Free throw, we're going to just put up to 76. That's where the attributes ended up with the rest of the things. Pass ac, this might be a bit contentious, something you might think about changing if you're making this sort of build, because Michael Jordan wasn't like a playmaker in the passing game as much. I still like going at least 78 for that bronze versatile visionary, but I'm actually going to go 82 on this build. Gold dimer is really good, and passes feel very consistent in the half court with this pass accuracy. Ball handle, 80 is good, 81's better. Handles for Dave Silver. That's what you want. And you will get a lot of decent, bigger guard animations with this. Again, we're going to get into animations later, but I really do like this. 81 and then 75 speed with ball. You get silver lightning launch. If you want to max with +1 this later, it's a tier 1. You can go up to gold if you really want to, but this is sufficient. This is very workable playmaking we got here. Now we're going to go to defense. I'm actually going to start with the perimeter defense because I think it's the most important. We're going to go up all the way to 87. That's going to get us, you see, Hall of Fame off-ball pest. Gold off-ball pest is really good enough. Anything higher is a bonus. But what we're really looking for here is we're going to eventually put the +5 on. There it is, gold challenger. Now, challenger is kind of hit or miss this year, but I found on other builds that gold is a pretty good spot to have it in if you're really going to be contesting out on the perimeter. Now, obviously, the sharps you might have to get really high up on or jump at. Challenger's not going to help as much there. But against your average spot-up shooter, this is going to work. Now, steel, we're going to put at 85. It's going to get you gold interceptor. Again, another option for a max +1. It's already at gold, but you might want Hall of Fame. You know, you have that option. Now let's go into interior defense. We are going to go up to 74. And that is going to get paint patroller on bronze eventually, and post lockdown on bronze. It's not too bad. Now you are shooting guard. You might play some small forward and rec, so post lock may not come up hardly at all, but it's nice to have it there in case someone else wants to be a post demon. Now let's go down a block. We're actually going to go all the way up and max this to 78. It's eventually going to get us high flying denier on silver, which is really good. I have this on a slightly taller build, and I get like half a block a game at the small forward position. It's not bad. Rebound, we're actually going to go all the way up to 80 because offensive rebound is super cheap. I mean, I'll go see, look at my bar there on the left side, the potential overall, all the way up. Barely moves. Offensive rebounds so cheap. 80 and 65, you're going to average about 3 or 4 rebounds a game. That's about what I average on that same small forward build I was talking about. And of course, you know, you can still try and cherry pick on this build. We're getting to the physicals eventually. But if you're in a situation where you need to get a rebound, you can definitely get your hands on the ball with this kind of rebound. Physicals, we're going to go up to 85 speed and 77 agility. We're going to get slippery off-ball gold from that. We're going to get a lot of these other defensive badges on silver. Now, strength, this might be a point of contention if you are a believer in high strength, which I have been for a long time, but I'm going to put it at 73. You know, I think if you're a perimeter defender and you got the stick skills, you can work it all right. And you're going to be playing a lot of off ball anyway because you're our wing. And that's where that steal comes in with that interceptor. You're going to get some steals with it. It's going to work. And then finally, vert goes up to 80. And that is what I was talking about earlier with the posterizer. You're going to eventually get up to gold posterizer. You get aerial wizard gold right now. With the cap breakers, that's going to go up to Hall of Fame, and it's really good. So you do end up with 36 badges. The only ones you don't get are bailout, mini marksman, limitless range, and rise up. But this build, I don't think would really utilize any of those. If you know what you're doing, you can definitely make these badges work. Let's talk about takeovers real quick. These are the ones you get right now. Obviously, cap breakers could change some of these. The one I would recommend is Slice because it is going to boost your physicals. Now, I don't think there are very many takeovers that actually boost speed and agility. Some might boost one of them. You know, I'll just go slowly through the rest of these so you can see them. Now, I don't think there's a lot of them that boost speed and agility. Some might boost one or the other. Some go for strength, vertical, whatever. This one does both. And your driving dunk, which on a Michael Jordan build, that's kind of what you want. Obviously, it's Michael Jordan. He could use all of these, but I really like using Slice as a way to bolster the defense. It's really strong. And as I'm slowly going through these, you know, you get Pest. You know, the rest of these are fine. You can make it work. I would not recommend any of these that require just 84 in general. I think your value is better used elsewhere. But, you know, you get Silky Shooter, you get Poster Machine, you get Lethal Layup, Dishmaster if you really want it, Spoiler, Vice, a lot of different takeover abilities to use. But again, the one I would recommend is Slice. Now we're going to look at the shades. We should get Michael Jordan, Amin Thompson, and Marcus Smart, which are decent comps if you're looking at the defensive side of the ball. And you will get the title of two-way inside the arc creator, which I think is pretty good. Now let's talk about some animations. Free throw, I mean, you got Michael Jordan's if you want it. I'm a Rick Barry stan because I'm a weirdo. But, you know, this build is fun because you get almost all of Michael Jordan's animations. The big one you don't get is the layup style. As you can see down here, you do need an 83 driving layup. Some good ones you could use instead, default swing. Zion Williamson's good for just bullying in. Eventually you can get the Kawhi Leonard one. When you get to starter 4, dribble pull up, you can go Michael Jordan's. But I recommend either Shade and Sharp or normal 2. Spin jumper, again, lots of options. And you can go Michael Jordan if you want. You need an 87 for it. It does have a little built-in shimmy, but I really like Devin Vassell. It's kind of slept on. Especially this animation. Yeah, man, I have gotten people with that. It is crazy. Hop jumper, again, lots of options. I'm going to go Devin Booker. Post fade, you can go Michael Jordan. I find it a little slow, but it is very smooth. Post hop shot, I'll go Devin Booker. Motion style, I'm going to pick Daniel Gafford, but Michael Jordan's is in there. You can use it if you want, but it's kind of slow. Now let's get to playmaking moves. De'Aaron Fox is really good. A really good budget pass style. I would recommend it. Dribble style. These two I have selected are really good for lower speed with ball, aggressive breakdown combo. I like Michael Jordan's. It's really funny, so I'm going to pick that. It's a Jordan build. I think we got to. Escape moves, there's a lot of decent options. I'm going to pick Devin Booker. Combo moves, Zach LaVine is my choice, but you can go whatever. Crossover, now I really like the Zach LaVine like push dribble. That one right there, I really like that one. Josh Giddey's been working for me lately too. Those are my recommendations. Behind the back, I would go, Kawhi Leonard's a good option. There's a few good options in here. I'm going to pick Kawhi Leonard because you can do the explosive behind that back really quick, really good with it. Spin move, everyone recommends Steve Nash, but I really like Penny Hardaway, so I'm going to pick Penny. Hesitation, if you know by now, it's Tyrese Halliburton. Step back, Zach LaVine. If you know, you know. Triple threat, you can go Michael Jordan, but I like Zach LaVine more. So there's all the playmaking moves I would kind of recommend on this kind of build. Let's get to the dunk style. Now, this, of course, is only up to 88. There are some other recommendations I would give. 2-foot moving dunks, I wouldn't put most of these on, but I will put on clutch baseline reverses. These basically never get blocked, in my experience. It is hard to get blocks on these. They're very protective. Contact dunks, obviously we go there, but that's the only 2-foot moving dunks I would recommend. Now let's go the 1-foot moving dunks. We are going to go, either one of these are good. I'm going to go hangs off one, but you could go athletic hangs off one too also. Any of the other ones is a bit of personal preference. This is one you definitely want to get when you get the cap breakers on. Uber athletic tomahawks off one. It's really good. You will also be able to get pro contact dunks off one. Again, really good. And that's actually it for now. If you have starter 4, I would recommend basically all of the starter 4 ones that you can equip. Athletic 360s with the 2-foot moving dunks. I think quick drops off 1 from 2K23 is back. There's a few others, I'm sure. I would recommend putting all of them on because they're all really good. Standing dunks, I'm just going to go straight for the pro under basket rim pulls. Signature dunks is where this gets fun. A lot of good dunks you can get. And as you can see, this is before my cap breakers. So like cap breakers, I could get Kobe. I could get, not De'Aaron Fox because I'm too short. Russell Westbrook is one. Actually, matter of fact, let me just say this. Russell Westbrook is one of the best ones of the game. Put Russell Westbrook on if you can get it. That is why we go for 93 driving dunk. That's why we go for gold posterizer. It's really good. When you get to starter 4, you will also unlock Michael Jordan's dunk package. You might as well put that one on. Only requires an 84 driving dunk, but the one we want to put on is LeBron. As you can see, it's 40 standing dunk, 84 driving dunk, 64 vert. Has to be at least 6'5". The requirements are kind of low for, again, one of the best dunk packages in the game. Another one I've heard good things about is Scottie Pippen. You might think about trying that one out. It's not bad. Alley-oops, put on all of them. Eventually, you'll get elite contacts if you go for those cap breakers. And that's all. Now, I have noticed that in this builder test game, it will always put you up against Amen Thompson. So you can kind of just sag off of him. So it's not going to be a great indicator of the defensive ability. But you can move on offense. You can move around decently well. Give me that ball. Whoops. Here you go. Michael Jordan with the assist. Sure. See, I'm just going to sag off of him. They're going to go into the post. They're dumb. He's trying Wemby. He's dumb. If I didn't have Wemby, that rebound's mine. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bang. Let's go. Bam. Trying a... Wemby. Wemby, what the fuck? Crossover. That. And a good lay. Shout out Zion Williamson, bro. Oh, but that's my rebound. Lay. Let me get that. Let me get that. Whoop. Pass. To Curry. In the corner. Bang. Puts it in. That's mine. Thank you. Oh, lob time. Lob to Curry. And that kind of stuff is why I recommend Versatile Visionary on bronze. You can get away with some decent stuff there. You can throw lobs all right. Really helps with all those cheeky little passes going on. Look at that Wemby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Amen Thompson, who? You ain't Michael Jordan. Oh, Amen. Oh yeah. You don't want this. You don't want the smoke. You do not want the smoke. You don't want the smoke, baby. Bang. Oh, Wemby said, get that out of here. Get that weak stuff out of here. Oh, what a way to end it. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for me. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoy this Michael Jordan build. Let me know if there's any other build you want me to make, and I'm out of here. Peace.